welcome back to my channel, Numerics with Nadia. In today's lesson, we're going to put together everything we've learned over the last few videos, and we are going to evaluate algebraic expressions with positive and negative integers. So this is going to put together the adding and subtracting positive and negative integers, multiplying and dividing, PEMDAS, order of operations. Everything is going to be combined into this video, so if you haven't watched the past few videos yet or anything in the pre-algebra playlist, I would recommend watching that first prior to this video. So we are going to get straight into our practice problems for today. The directions just say to evaluate each expression, and for number 1, we have 2 times 6 plus 5 minus 49. So this is going to look just like a basic PEMDAS equation. We're going to do this to start off. We are going to start with multiplying here. 2 times 6 gives us 12. We'll rewrite the rest of the equation. So it'll be 12 plus 5 minus 49. 12 plus 5 we know gives us 17. And now we have 17 minus 49. So this is a positive minus a positive, but 49 is going to be bigger. And since we're subtracting by 49, we know our answer is going to be negative. So let's on the side here do 49 minus 17. When we do that, we get 9 minus 7 is 2, 4 minus 1 is just 3, so we get 32, but we know our answer is negative, so we would get negative 32 as our answer for number 1. Now we'll get into number 2. So this is very similar to that PEMDAS video, right? But here we're just dealing with negatives a little bit. For number 2, we have 31 plus 19 minus 12 times 2. And again, PEMDAS, we're going to start with the 12 times 2. We get 24 for that. We'll rewrite the rest of the equation. We know that 31 plus 19, well, that would give us 50. And here, no negatives. We have 50 minus 24 as our last line. 50 minus 24 gives us 26 once we subtract out. So 26 would be our answer for number 2. No negatives involved in this one. So now we'll move on to our third practice problem for today. For number 3, we have 44 divided by negative 4 times 7 minus 32. So here we'll put that negative 4 in parentheses. PEMDAS still remains. Our 44 is positive, our negative 4 is negative, and we're dividing here. We know that a positive divided by a negative would give us a negative answer. 44 divided by negative 4 would give us negative 11. We'll rewrite the rest of the equation. Now we have negative 11 times 7. Well, negative 11 is negative, right? Our 7 is positive. A negative times a positive gives us a negative answer, so we know that 11 times 7 is 77, but here it's negative, so it would be negative 77. Now we have negative 77 minus 32. Our answer is going to get more negative, right? So on this side here, we'll do 77 plus 32. When we do that, we get 109. And we know that this 109 will be negative, right? Because we were at negative 77. Subtracting by 32 takes us further to the left. So our answer is more negative. So the answer for number 3 would be negative 109. Now we'll move on to number 4. For number 4, we have 20 minus 75 plus 10 times 6. So again, PEMDAS, right? We have to start with multiplying here. 10 times 6 gives us 60. And now we can work from left to right now that we have just adding and subtracting. For the 20 minus 75, 75 is greater than 20, so our answer is going to be negative, right? If we're subtracting by a larger number. So on the side here, we'll do 75 minus 20, that gives us 55, and we know that that 55 would be negative. So now we have negative 55 plus 60. Adding by negative is the same as subtracting, so we can just do 60 minus 55. And when we do 60 minus 55, we get 5. So 5 would be our answer for number 4. Now we'll move on to our last question for today's lesson. Again, this is just an overview and just practice of putting together everything we've learned so far in the pre-algebra playlist. For number 5, we have 13 minus 26, that's in parentheses, minus a negative 2 times 4. And we have to do the parentheses first, right? So we'll do 13 minus 26. We know that this would give us a negative answer since we're subtracting by a larger number. So on this side here, we'll do 26 minus 13. That gives us 13, and we know that that will be negative, right? Because 13 minus 26 will give us a negative answer. And now we'll look at the rest of our equation. Now we have minus negative 2. So again, this is the double negative rule that we've gone over in another video. The double negative rule, both of those will turn into a positive, so that turns into a plus 2. When we rewrite our equation, we have a 2 times 4 now. We have to do that first because it's multiplying, right? PEMDAS, 2 times 4 gives us 8. And now we have negative 13 plus 8. For the negative 13 plus 8, we're at negative 13 and we're adding 8, so it's like we're moving to the right, right? If we move to the right, we become less negative. So we'll do 13 minus 8 on the side here. That gives us 5. But since 8 is smaller than the 13, we're still going to have a negative answer. So our final answer for number 5 will be negative 5. All right, you guys, that is it for today's video. I know this lesson was a shorter one, and that's because it was building off all the other videos in the pre-algebra playlist. So if you haven't watched those yet, I would highly recommend watching those first prior to this video because this puts everything together. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to like it if you did. Comment any other video topics you would like me to do a lesson on. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.